guys, what's up? It's Angela, and thank you for joining the Exodus group. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and share if this video touches your heart. So again, I'm Angela Emery. I became a Jehovah's Witness, or I was a Jehovah's Witness since I was born, born in, and got out of the organization in 1999? No, 2001, excuse me. And I often come over here and talk about what tools that help me regain my power, regain my strength as I exited the organization. Side note here, I have on a glove because I have 4 stitches in my hand, and I don't want you to be grossed out by my stitches situation. I hit a window yelling at the dogs and broke a window in the house. So that's that. That's why I have a glove on. Coming out of the organization is very challenging because you're being shunned. And for those of you who do not know what shunned is, it means that basically your parents, your whole support system, anybody you have ever known does not talk to you whatsoever at all. And why is that hurting is because what the organization tells you is that everybody you know must be in this organization. Everybody you know must be in this group. Everybody you know must be only Jehovah's Witnesses. So when you decide to think for yourself, think critically, or do something that's outside of this organization, this whole group turns their back on you and you're left by yourself. For the organization, they believe that it's a tactic for a loving tactic for you to come back. When in all actuality, it's a matter of control. So in the first couple of weeks of me being shunned, the first couple of years of me being shunned, it was a challenging experience because my parents, my mother and I were very close. My father and I always talked. Very loving relationship. And now, because I'm thinking for myself, thinking the way that you raised me to think, and maybe not the way the organization wanted me to think, now I'm being shunned. Now you're not talking to me at all, what have you. And yes, I sat in anger, I sat in despair, I sat in criticizing way for a long time. I sat in that manner because it hurt. And yes, I did contemplate on coming back, only so I could go back to my friends. But I asked myself a couple of questions. One, I wouldn't be coming back for the right reason. I'll be coming back just so I could talk to this niche of people again. I wouldn't be coming back because God loved me and I believed that this was a true religion. I only came back because if I decided to come back, I would only come back because this is what I needed to do in order for you to talk to me again. And I don't believe that that's a God that I want to serve. I also considered coming back for support. And again, that wasn't because God, I believe in what they were talking about. So I really did ask myself a couple of questions. Like, okay, how do I see God? And how do I believe that God operates? And during this time of me figuring out who my God was and who God showed himself to me to be, is when my clients and people that I knew and people that I congregated with and people who I worked around were like, no, God loves you for who you are. God created you. I remember, I think I talked about this before in one of the other videos, but I literally had one of my clients literally sit me down. She said, it still rains. You still get food, clothing, and stuff, shelter. You're still provided for. You're still breathing. That's God. Yes, you also help yourself by providing those things, but that is still God. And God loves you. So me seeing how the organization and those in the organization are told to treat me, and me knowing what and who I believe my God is, it kind of just was like, okay. And that caused me to rewrite my story. I rewrote my story into a more powerful story because I could sit here and be like, they're not talking to me. I'm being shunned. Woe is me. I want them to talk to me. I want them to talk to me. I want them to be with me. And of course, I do want that. But by me demanding that they talk to me and go against their belief, I'm doing the same thing that they're doing to me. Follow me on this one, okay? By me making them talk to me, by me saying that this is wrong, I'm going against their belief that they are told. Of course, we know it's by 8 men and it's not by God. I get that. I understand that. But this is their belief. This is what they believe. And they know it's true. And at one point, we all were there. If you're on this channel, you're ExJW's witness. For the most part, most of us were there. I know I was. I cussed out one of my friends when they got this fellowship and told them they were going straight to hell and all this other stuff and yada, yada, yada. Now, here I am. Hey, friend, how are you? Running a whole apostate channel. But they're only being told, they're only doing what they're being told to do. And yes, it's wrong. Yes, it is. But when we were on this side, we believed that it was wrong to be outside the organization. We believed that it was wrong to do that. So now, since we're on this side, I think the best witness of being a person that God still loves, if you believe in God, is that still living your life in love, peace, and harmony. And being patient with those on that side. Because they're only being told what to do. So I chose to rewrite my story. And when the way that I took my power back, instead of saying that they kicked me out, I chose to leave. With that simple shift, I chose to leave the organization. I took my power back. Because yes, I decided to have sex before marriage, so yes, I chose to leave. I decided to go live my life and be happy in my own self, and I chose to leave. I did. And by me making that choice, it gave me more power. It made me sit up with my head held high. And said, you know what? I do miss them. And I do wish they would come be on this side of the fence with me. But I chose this. And this is what empowers me. And this right here is how I found my power. By me choosing to leave and by me choosing me. I chose me and I am so much happier. I remember sitting there at one point during the first 10 years of coming out. And that was probably a hard, difficult time. I was on the verge of getting kicked out again and what have you. And all the other stuff that goes with not knowing how to do basic life experiences or basic life things. And I looked and I said to myself, okay, so if you could go back. And I said, okay, if I go back, then I'm not being true to who I am. So by me choosing to leave, just that one simple switch, I was not disfellowshipped. I chose to leave. By me making that one switch, that one shift, I took my power back. I took back how I see myself and why I left the organization. I also took back the control. Because now I don't have to go see an elder if they want to go talk to me. I also, in addition to me taking my power back, when the witnesses come knock on the door, because I've moved several times, so they no longer have my address or whatever. I no longer say I'm disfellowshipped. I say that because I no longer live by your rules, so why do I have to announce who and what I am in your language? Here recently I had a client, pretty well paying client that needed my services as a personal trainer. And I knew from our mutual friend that she was a Jehovah's Witness. So during the sessions, I never said anything, just beat her behind, did everything. We were cool. We were tight. We were great. She was a great client, got her results, what have you. She had a situation happen. She had to take a month off, but she came back. She called me, "Hey, Angela, you're inspiring. Hey, Angela, you're this. Hey, Angela, you're that." In the back of my head, I said, in my head, as soon as she realized I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness, she's not going to talk to me again. And sure enough, there's an Instagram post that got posted up on my website, that on my Instagram, that I didn't think anything about. 5 minutes later, literally 5 minutes later, she called me. "Oh, I didn't know you were ex-Jehovah's Witness. How long you been in this fellowship?" Yada, yada, yada. And then she proceeded to try to witness to me. After that conversation for about an hour, 3 days later, I got a text from her with her last payment saying she would no longer be training with me. That's the reason why I no longer accept that I am disfellowshipped. I'm not disfellowshipped. I've taken my power back. You may call it disfellowship. I call it taking my power back. I'm not about to announce myself in a way that degrades me so that you can degrade me later. I will not give you that power. I will respect you as a human being. I respect you as a woman. I respect you as a man. I respect you as whoever and whatever you are. And as long as we don't know about cross this boundary, then you respect me. So how can you change your story? How can you take your power back? Yes, it would be nice if our parents did talk to us. Yes, it would be nice if our friends did talk to us. But either we sit here and cry about the spilled milk and our decisions that we made that made us happy and gain our power back, or we move on, take our power, take action, and create a stronger self. I'm Angela Emery. Thank you for watching. Make sure you join our Patreon page to support the movement of the Exodus group. I am looking for a whole bunch of counselors and those who are able to help us progress and also get back control of our minds and empower ourselves to move forward in this organization, women and men. Make sure you hit like, share, or subscribe, and also comment below and let me know how you have changed your story and empowered yourself after leaving the organization. I'm Angela Emery. You're stronger than you think. I'll talk to you soon. All glove and all. Bye.